So this is Morgana, and she is very, very, very needy today. There are just cats everywhere. Like Merlin is behind me. They're all just having a ball. But Morgana, it's time for you to go. So today we are here in Hemsworth on Bagley, and I am actually just going to build a little supernatural store. I'm quite excited for this build. She is quite a little cute little thing, and I think that she came out really, really, really well. But with that being said, let's jump into this video. So my idea for this little supernatural store is that I really wanted just a retail place for your for your occult sims, where they can, I don't know, maybe run this or just come here to buy some general things that you usually, it's very niche in realm of magic, like your familiars and stuff like that. So I do have a big variety of the different ones. I try to get like one of each of the ones, and I don't have every familiar, but I do have most of them. Like stuff like that. We also have some vampire tombs. So you kind of get the drift. Now upstairs, that is my idea of kind of where the store owner will live. I also wanted it to look like every part has been put, like, like this part here is different from the rest of the cottage. Like this was attached way later on, or that was kind of my idea. All of the little bump outs, it's just little attachments that was added throughout the years until we have this little structure that we ended up with in the end. Now, I know that it looks kind of lopsided, but that was really the the idea. Now, everything does come together once I add the chimneys. So we do add two. One of them is just a chimney that I just scaled up. The other one is an actual built chimney. That one only comes at the end of the build. I kind of felt like we needed something. And you can also see with the windows that I chose that I went for like a variety of different windows. As I said, I really wanted it to look like everything was built at a different time. Even when we go inside of the build, I try to use different shades of the wood. Even though I do keep the same wood texture, I just really wanted, as I've said before, and probably now for the last time, I just really wanted it to look like it was built way, it's an attachment. So here you can see that I actually went for a darker wood swatch. We are going inside now. I am trying to figure out where I'm going to place everything, and I really wanted to get an initial color scheme. I also wanted this fireplace to be against this little chimney that I kind of placed inside of the building, so I had to remove the wall, but I do put it back, as you can see. And then I also just went in with kind of the same texture of material that we used on the outside, so that reflects on the inside as well. I kind of felt like it needed to be on a foundation, and I add this beautiful green swatch that really matches everything. It's also just like a little throw together like little fence that that I chose. Now upstairs, this is the little cottage. It starts out with the fireplace, but I do change that. That actually becomes like the kitchen area. And there also comes another attachment, because I actually forgot to add a bathroom. At the end of the build, I was like, well, what am I doing? Why is there no bathroom? So yeah, that was a choice. Now, I go in with a lot of plants, and I also roundabout here decided, okay, I really want a lot of wood textures, but I want a lot of different colors as well. I want it really to look like they just got every single furniture that they could, like piece, and they just threw everything in here. Here you can see that I'm starting to just add some one boxes, and I really wanted this display area in the window to kind of I had an idea for it, and it's really difficult to explain, even though it really isn't like a complicated thing. But I really wanted it to, so that you can see it from the outside. It's going to be like overly cluttered, but you can still have access to it on the inside. My initial idea is also that this place is going to be really dusty. So in my own gameplay, I'm going to let Bust the Dust be on, because I want dust bunnies in this place. I feel like this place is just, I don't know, made for something like that. That's just, yeah, what I had in mind. So yeah, I'm starting and I'm going into debug, and I'm actually starting to place some potions down. You're in the display table, you can see that we have these beautiful books that really look like they are from a bookstore. So that just worked so well in my favor. This is in Realm of Magic, and we also have these weird stilted books in the Werewolf pack. It's quite sad that we do not have it in the Vampire pack when it comes to the tombs, but you know what, that was the first occult pack. They were still testing the waters. Vampires is still really good for if you think of the time that it came out, but yeah, that is a video for a different time. Now here I just wanted to add some extra plants just to fill up the space, and I add some boxes under these tables, kind of like if you want a certain book, that the replacements will be in the boxes, or extra familiars, or things like that. I just thought that it would be cute, and because it's like a table, we can really just stack things underneath it. I also really like these curtains. I feel like that salmon color really just pops, and it really actually just works with this build. Now, as you can see that we are just going around and we're just adding a bunch of clutter. I've been wanting to build more community lots, but I struggle a bit. I'm so used to just building normal homes that in the next few weeks, you are actually going to get a couple of community lots. I have built a few. I did a club, but yeah, you will see them as I post them. Let's not count our chickens before they hatched, as they say. Now, here beyond the counter, I actually just wanted that to be, you know, like, we have all the crystals. I feel like that could be where someone just, they left it there on, I don't know, standby, and they never came back. Like in your secondhand stores usually, there's always just all this junk at the back of the desk. So I kind of felt like that was really appropriate. Here we just stack some more familiars, and I go in with some more potion books and some spell books, and I just added a normal bookcase. I didn't want to go in and add some more things, so I felt like a bookcase was kind of appropriate, seeing as one of the Sims is actually going to live here as well. Now we're going finally upstairs, and I absolutely love this color scheme that I chose for it. So I went with the green that's downstairs, but I'm pairing it with like a beautiful red and a lot of yellows. Now next to the bed, I knew that I wanted a big side table, which is why I went with this enormous thing. I felt like that could just be extra storage. Also, it's a nice place to pack. As you can see, I put some makeup brushes and like just some extra books. This chair actually goes away. This is where the door comes when I add the bathroom. This is also where I was like, I actually need a kitchen, especially if I want the Sim to live here. And having kitchen counters is best, so I removed the fireplace. I feel like it was the best move. We don't really need a fireplace. It's just a really nice added touch, and also it does add some heat, but still, you know, there's no space, there's no space. We have a fireplace downstairs, so that's at least okay. Also remember that I needed a sink, and it was at this moment that I realized, you know what, I forgot a toilet. There's no place to pee. Unfortunately, the guests, well, the clients, not the guests, this is not a guest house. The clients, they don't have a place to use the bathroom. Even though they can easily go upstairs, because it's just a ladder, there's like no way to lock it, unless you actually just lock the bathroom door. So here I realized, okay, cool, I need to move everything up. And by moving everything up, there just wasn't space for that chair. So I actually just replaced it with a normal chair. The rocking chairs they're really big for absolutely no reason. And then I just layer some more rugs, the same as what I did downstairs. I brought in the red by bringing in a circular rug, and I just love this little cottage room. It's my favorite. There's also a shower. Now, it is functional, but it is very glitchy. Like, you have to get your sim go to the toilet first, or at least inside the room, and then they can use the shower. But it works. You just need to, like, you know, move around. But I didn't really want to make the space any bigger. Now, finally, we're reaching the landscaping, because this place really needed landscaping. Now, I went with a bunch of different plants on the outside, kind of from, like, Sulani. I wanted a lot of tropical plants. You can see that I placed a little pond, but I didn't really like the shape that it was, so I went back with that. Here I'm just placing this tree. I love this tree. This tree is actually from Cats and Dogs, and I never realized that it's everywhere in the town square of Hemsworth on Bagley. And this little red tree, that is from Snowy Escape. And I really wanted this pond to have these lavender flowers in it. I know it makes absolutely no sense, but this is an occult place, so I just wanted it to look a little bit different. I also go in with a different color of water, like kind of the swampy. And I absolutely love it. I'm living for it. I went with these mysterious glowiness that you also get in the game. It's really pretty. And I love this tall flowers. Now, we have the red ones here by us. This weird purple color, which I'm going to go around now in place in like where I grew up. And I just love that flower. It's just so beautiful. I have no idea what it's called. And if I'm quite honest, I actually didn't know that it was in the game, because I feel like I would have used it so much more, because it is one of my favorite flowers. Just, you know, I'm not a botanist person, so don't come for me. Here I am also just placing some extra terrain paint. I'm going around, adding some of this lavender flower and a little bench. I also placed this Realm of Magic portal, but this thing is very finicky. It needs to be at a specific place. But let's quickly jump in the game and I can show you around. Okay, so here we are back in the game. I actually made some changes. So I lift this roof up a bit, and I also changed the wooden pattern on it. And then I just went around and I just actually added some hanging ivy over there and over here. As I was editing, I remembered that that was something that I wanted to do. And also the Sims deleted my landscaping, so I had to go in with some new landscaping, and now I can see that I need to fix it here. But I was so angry. I was so angry. Now, thankfully, I playtested everything, so this works. You can get up to the room, you can use the bathroom, everything is functional. Everything can be sold as well, except for the potions. Unfortunately, they need to be listed on Plopsy, so that can be the side biz, you know? You can just have the potions here and sell them on Plopsy. But literally everything else can be sold. Oh, these books cannot be sold. But these ones, that is technically those books, they can be sold. So that's a little bonus. Now, here is just our little floor plan. There's a lot of trees and they keep on coming in the way. So this is our entrance. Here we have our main little station. Our... Nobody's gonna use this, but this is like our clerk's desk, I guess. Our receptionist, our salesperson. There's the cash register, which is also just a pointless thing in the game, but still, it's kind of fun to have. Now, when we go upstairs, here we have our little cottage area. Unfortunately, this roof is going to glitch, but if you play like this, it's fine. It's only if you play with the walls up. There's no other way to actually maneuver this roof, like build a certain piece of it and then build another piece on top. It just didn't want to work out that way. Oh, and then here's our little toilet. I keep on forgetting about the toilet. Thank you for joining me on this build. Make sure to hit that notification button so that you don't miss out on any of my other builds and uploads. As I said, I'm going to do a lot of base game builds and a lot of community lots in the next couple of weeks. So make sure that you're subscribed and like this video, leave a comment down below. Just do everything. And with that being said, goodbye. As much as what I love occults in The Sims, I feel like The Sims 4 has done them all the best, but I still feel like they could have gone a little bit further when it came to witches.